Hey, folks. I just got through, texting my friend Sam Barnett earlier, and me and Sam Barnett go way back. He's like, we knew each other throughout our childhood, went to the same elementary school, which is Riceville Elementary School, and he was like, actually a grade ahead of me and all that stuff, and, of course, and he also went to McMinn County High School, except for, I don't really, remember seeing Sam, that much, back at McMinn, but, I guess about, at least 25 years or something like that, went by, and, I finally, heard from Sam Barnett, whenever I did, a video of, the tornado devastation that happened here in Athens, back in, 2016. This year is actually the 6th anniversary of the heavy tornado that hit Athens, and Sam commented on my, YouTube video of the tornado devastations, and of course, and told me who he was and all that stuff, and I remembered him right off. And I used to, have Facebook. Of course, my Facebook I deleted my Facebook almost 3 years ago, but, we also reconnected on Facebook and all that stuff, and of course, and we agreed to a commitment whenever possible to, get together at maybe once a month, once every few months or something like that, and just chat and, converse and keep each other filled in of what's going on in our lives, and also, just, reminisce. And, when I heard from Sam a while ago, his kids now go to Riceville Elementary School, and Sam was showing me all these pictures of, the landscaping of Riceville School, the back of the parking lot where there used to be pine trees. Of course, they cut them down, and also the oak tree at the front playground is still there, and just all these other landmarks of Riceville Elementary School. And I'm like, thank Sam for that. I'm thinking, yeah, that really brings back memories. And so, and that triggered a memory reminiscing about Riceville School. The other day when I don't pass by Riceville School all that much, but when I did not too long ago, I noticed a big old brand new central heating and air conditioner installed to the gymnasium of the school. And I'm thinking to myself, holy shit! That gymnasium now has air conditioning to it? That is eons overdue, and I don't know why they didn't put an air conditioner to that gym ages ago, because, seems like, the gymnasium would be the most ideal place for good, air conditioning, considering, all the workouts they put all the students through. But for years, what they use, as a main source of ventilation is these big old exhaust fans. I mean, of course, I thought to myself, it had 4 exhaust fans, and I thought to myself, them exhaust fans are sure pretty fascinating. I mean, they just sprouted up, my obsessions I had for fans and all that stuff, and they were just very much out of this world. And I thought, of course, and I recalled all that, and I thought to myself, them exhaust fans are very mind-thrilling, but they sure as hell ain't effective for, ventilating that big gymnasium, especially, during big events like Christmas programs and such and all that. But, of course, there were, the back side of the gym had the two big exhaust fans in the side of the wall, and they they were belt driven and had a big old pulley to the back part of them, about that, a big old pulley, and that was connected to the motor by the belt, and and of course, and they had and there were 2 other exhaust fans in the front of the gym, and they had these louvers that opened when the fan turned on and closed whenever the fan shut off. Well, no, you must be familiar with that, to all the fan collectors. And for years, I know them fans, stayed in existence, because when I used to be on Facebook, I would see, these videos of, these folks that had children, that attend Riceville School, and videoing events in the gymnasium, and I can see in the background from those videos some big exhaust fans. Yeah, of course, that was back when I used to have Facebook, of course. There's Riceville School videos on YouTube, but I could not come across one that showed them big exhaust fans in action. But until this year, they were in existence, and I could always tell on the few occasions I would pass by Riceville School during school hours, because you could see the louvers of the fans from the street, and the louvers would be open and indicating the fans were turned on. And go ahead, and of course, don't have any pictures of them. I haven't been to Riceville School in eons, but go ahead and provide a quick depiction on, somewhat of what the fans looked like. Okay, for starters, as I just described, they had that big old pulley, in the portion inside the building, and the blades of them were similar to my Hunter fan here. Of course, they were triangular shaped like my Hunter pedestal fan. Blades were definitely similar, except the vintage gymnasium exhaust fans, like, had, like, they were a much steeper pitch to the blades, along with the curve in the blade for, a lot more heavy-duty air movement than this, little, Hunter fan. Whenever Sam Barnett sent me all them reminiscent, photos of, Riceville School landmarks, when I thanked him, I responded and, told Sam that, yes, I just passed by, a Riceville Elementary School the other day and saw that they have a brand new air conditioning unit to the gymnasium, and, I told Sam, I was in such awe, driving by and seeing that, because, I went on to say, that's definitely eons overdue. So, I also, on the flip side, I thought to myself, and I told Sam, I wonder, them exhaust fans are still there, possibly because you can see the big louvers from the outside as passing down the street. So I think they're still there. But I don't know what the future holds. Sam told me that he heard that they're gonna remodel Riceville School, and if they do that, they may possibly choose to take them fans out of the walls and brick over them openings, because I'm sure them, louvers with a very minute width slants, I bet, the air conditioning will leak out them louvers and increase the utility bill for air conditioning the gymnasium. So, thinking they may take them fans out. I'm not 100% certain, but, I'm thinking, I hope, they can, save them, put them to some other good use. And I'm also thinking to myself, they damn well better not scrap them, because they are vintage. Vintage fans, vintage appliances. Anything vintage definitely has value to it. I think Riceville Elementary School was built maybe in the 1960s. I'm not, quite certain, but I think it was the 1960s. I'm pretty sure it was before I was born in 1975, but them same fans have been there and used for eons and eons, and they're definitely an advanced antique and a valued vintage product. And considering that, they ought to donate them to the local museum in town or something like that, or have somebody else put some other use to them. They just better not scrap them, because, who in their right mind would want to scrap a good vintage item? You know what I mean? So anyway, just a little reminiscing tonight, and have a good weekend.